Hello, I'm Aubrey Shepherd with John Rule at Public Access Television on the 10th of February 2013. Less than a month from now, there will be a program that the League of Women Voters is putting on at St. Paul's Church about defrauding old people like us. And that's something you'll want to learn more about on a Sunday afternoon, the 9th. Okay, let's look at pictures from something else that occurred this past weekend at St. Paul's. It was Interfaith Harmony Day, and they had entertainment, they had booths representing various groups of religious groups or faith groups. They're not all the same religion. They're diverse people here. And we do see people we recognize. That's okay. We don't have to name them all today. Yeah. But that one represents, let's see, well, I'm not going to tell you if you can't read those things, but these are people representing different faiths. And you'll recognize by things like their headgear and their symbolic information there on the table that they are different. John, what's the reason behind their representation? Why would you get a bunch of different people from religions that are very different in many ways together and hope to accomplish something?
Well, the strength of any species is variety of response along with common response. And in a democratic society or a democratic republic, why you hope that people realize that variety of response is a great strength and overlapping insurance for the survival of the species and the survival of the natural world. We all and of course we assume that we operate under the general structure of our Constitution, things that we agree upon.
Well, these are religious groups, whatnot, that are from different parts of the world originally, and they were so involved in discussing with others, particularly young people. They had youth tables, and they had people that represented these different groups. They seemed to be very cordial and very agreeable, and I thought it sounded like their goals were very much the same, and one of them mainly is just peace on earth.
Maybe they've realized we're all in it together.
Yeah. Well,
that would be nice. And I think they have realized this. I was out in LDS country for a long time, Latter-day Saints.
And did you get to know many people out there?
Oh, quite a number. Both regular Mormons and Jack Mormons, as they call themselves. I think they drank coffee or something secretly. That was all.
Well, I sort of joked with these young men because they, and some young ladies you'll see later, are elders. And I joked with them, well, I said, if you were a Baptist, you wouldn't get to be an elder until you were old as I am, maybe, in the church.
Well, they have to put in a couple of years of missionary work as very young men and young women, so they probably age faster than we do.
Well, they have to mature pretty fast, I think.
They do.
Let's see, that's their group, and this is the Jewish faith group, Bar Mitzvah book, and some of the sharing, blessings, children's stories.
Well, I've known wonderful families from every denomination. And I think I came from one that way, too.
Everybody's got pretty children. That's one of the nice things when they get together like that. Unity Church, that's out on Weddington Road.
Well, the more tolerant, the better, I say.
I wish I could see in our news stories about many, many different things as much togetherness and understanding, and as you say, diversity.
I went to a Baha'i temple in Panama, a beautiful place.
Well, I've never attended a Baha'i gathering or a Buddhist gathering, but it's, those are older than the Methodist church I grew up in. That's just a few hundred years old, what, 300,
Well,
250 years old.
Mine was new too.
And Unitarian Universalists, and they have a nice facility at Fayetteville. And there's one of the members who's tabling, as they call it, when you sit at a table and greet the public at these things. And I'm not sure what Reverend Jan Honeycutt Leitner's Sacred Fields of Possibility would be,
No.
but she does give away seeds of wildflowers.
Possibility there, isn't it?
That possum has been stealing bird food, and you can see a container knocked off the edge of the
Did you take
thing
that
there.
picture?
Yes, right there on my front porch, and that thing is trying to, people complain about squirrels, but squirrels aren't any problem compared to a possum, because he can't make a mess.
Well, they're very persistent. They've lasted many millions of years, you know.
Well, until next time, this is Aubrey Shepherd and John Rule saying, do your part to help keep the water clean, the air pure, and help bring peace on earth. Hello, I'm Aubrey Shepherd on the 13th of February, 2014. Let's see some photos from Fayetteville, Arkansas. Aha, there is the seed of Synantium laevi, milkweed. And that's just a few days ago, Saturday, it fell off of a tree. The vine was way up in the tree. The seed pod was out of reach, but these seeds were blowing in the wind out into the snow and onto the paved area with residue of snow and ice on it. And these are beautiful little seeds. They make beautiful little flowers, and their foliage and flowers feed monarch butterflies. If any return this summer, this spring, summer, and fall, to complete their process. And Synantium laevi, it's the climbing milkweed, and we've shown lots of the pods in the past, lots of the pictures of flowers in the past, and the vines and the leaves, and there it is in the ice. And even in the winter, these plants have beauty. Well, snow doesn't stop the delivery man. Post office keeps working all the time. Police officers, do you know what they do on a Saturday when they have a flat tire? They have to change it themselves. They can't call the workers from the transportation department or whatever to come over and give them any help. So it slows them down a little bit. There's Joyce Hale. She's talking about fraud targeting senior citizens. And probably show a couple of views more, but she was over at the gathering at the Episcopal Church on Saturday. And there's a young man and a young son. And I like to get these family shots. And here is a lady who's a regular in Omni and so forth, and she's talking with one of the Muslim members at the interfaith meeting, and she's a really happy person, and so were the other people there. Everybody was sharing information about their beliefs and how they wanted peace on earth. You know what that is? That's where a metal roof, when the snow gets a little sunshine on it, starts to melt on a sort of warm day, the ice just slides off down the roof and waters the yard. And it's beautiful when it's in this process. And it's a lot better than having an old tar paper roof or something like some folks still do. Maybe not as good as having a green roof with plants growing on your roof, as John Rule does. That's the best. But metal roof's a good choice till you can get a green roof and some electricity producing solar panels for a roof or added to your property. And there's more. Joyce Hale showing the upcoming event on Sunday, March 9th, 2:30 to 4:30 at St. Paul's Episcopal. And they'll have some experts talking about how the old folks, they might get, sold a metal roof when they don't need it instead of an old roof. Okay, another odd picture for my work, but it's Cadillac, and it's a fairly old Cadillac. Not sure what year, but it was back in the days when a Cadillac was big and expensive. They're still expensive, even though they're smaller now. And interesting comparison here is that car is just about as long, just about as wide as that big van that transports people to the senior center. Some senior owns that beautiful Cadillac Eldorado, and I'm sure they enjoyed it on a sunny day, but for some reason they chose to drive it on a winter day. That's Sierra Club meeting, Ozark Headwaters group of Sierra Club. There's John Rule, there's Tom McKinney at left, and in the background, Rob Leffler and Frank Sharp and James Crawshaw. Frank Sharp was at the Sierra Club meeting this week to tell us about the plan for Kessler Mountain. And if you attend the February 18th meeting of the City Council, there will be a discussion, and we hope a vote, positive vote from the council to accept the arrangements with the Walton family, whatever group that provides the money for some of these things, helps, and the City Council will be voting to accept that donation and to put up some city money to protect Kessler Mountain. So be there on the 18th. There will also be the urban agriculture ordinance up for discussion. Thank you.